Good afternoon again. Now I hope you can hear me properly, and I hope that you'll be patient because there's only me organising the camera, and I want you to see the series of exercises that I do. Now I can't move back further because you won't be able to hear me. And I've got no one else here, so they can't be dashing backwards and forwards looking at my knees or whatever. So if you have problems, please email me, and between the two of us we'll be able to work it out. If you can't understand something, email me at yogafirst@netcon.net.au. No M for Marys. yogafirst@netcon.net.au. Now these exercises can be done sitting on a chair or standing up or cross-legged, whatever you want to do. I will do them just with a general cross-legged pose. Okay, nothing stunning, no lotus positions. So I've got my legs in just an ordinary cross-legged position. Now what we're trying to do all the time is we're trying to stimulate the cerebrospinal fluid and keep the spine in good condition and unlock the coccyx, which is a really big clue to what's going on. Vivekananda, whom I enormously admire, he wrote at the turn of not this century, the last one, that there was a very fine hairline, hair thickness of tube going from the third ventricle right down through the spine to the bottom of the coccyx. And recently at Harvard they've discovered it. I just think it's amazing that somebody who didn't have a microscope, through meditation and through reading old manuscripts and through his own exploration, could discover this. It was written in fairly vague terms, but it still tells you that there's this amazing mechanism that takes cerebrospinal fluid right down to the bottom of the coccyx, but we haven't been using it. Anyway, there's lots about it on my Etsy site. Look for the cerebrospinal connection. Okay, so sitting up nice and straight. So when you start, you won't be able to feel the coccyx because you won't have been used to it. But what we're doing is moving the muscles around the base of the coccyx. Now, how I do it with my students, and it seems to work until they've got it for themselves, is to engage the right buttock, engage the anal sphincter, and engage the left buttock, and then slightly lean back, relaxing those muscles and moving in a small circular, you hardly see because I just did it, and then relaxing that and engage, moving backwards, use your core, and then relax and engage, and then do the other side. So we engage the left buttock, the anal sphincter, the right buttock, and then relax, slightly lean back, engage, and lean back, engage. Even if your student never ever feels the coccyx, at the very least what will happen is they will be exercising their pelvic floor and exercising the anal muscles and exercising their buttocks. Not a bad thing. Okay, the next exercise we're going to, it's more strenuous, so we go right down, and that's an in-breath, and then we tuck the chin in, roll back over the coccyx, and that's an out-breath, and then rolling down, and it's a beautiful big circular motion. If you're doing kind of this with your head and you're not moving the pelvis, you're not doing the exercise. In which case, bring your hands out of here and stir the pot. So going around and then leaning back, and do it with your eyes closed so you can actually feel the mechanisms that you're working, and then do the other side. So as you move forward, the head goes up, it's a breath in. As you're moving backwards and around, tuck your chin in and breathe out. Use your core. Breathing in, breathing out, and then do the other way. Okay, next one, bring the hands up. Breathing in, push your shoulder blades back and lean forwards as much as you can. Bring your arms up, lean forwards, and then breathe out. And then breathe in, and then breathe out. Then breathe in, and then breathe out. So you're going down as far as you can, okay? And then the first one worked on the bottom pumping mechanism. The next, go up a little bit to the lower spine. The one that we just did is doing the heart. Then we bring the hands out like this and look to there, and then just rotate the head and look to the other hand, and then rotate the head and look to the other hand. And what we're doing there is we're working on the occiput at the bottom where the spine and the skull meet. And then the next one is stretching up and stretching down. Breathing out and breathing in and breathing out. So those are the 5. Now, it should takes the class about 7 to 10 minutes. I do 5 on each side when it's a side-to-side thing. Some classes take a little bit longer, some classes not so long. Some classes I increase the time because I want them to get more. But usually 7 to 10 minutes. So you'll know how to time it after you've done it a couple of times yourself, how many times you do each of them. 3 to 5. Start out with 3 if you're with a class that's a little bit difficult, and work to 5. People tell me that they have had extraordinary experiences with their back straightening up and things like this. So those are some very easy exercises for hypermobile people. Even people who are pregnant can do them if they're sitting on a beanbag. And when it looks like I've forgotten, when I put, I have a routine, but sometimes I put something else in, they'll say, you haven't forgotten the circly thing, have you? And I say, no, we're going to do it down the track. So I know people love it, and I know they're waiting for it in my classes because they remind me if they think I've forgotten. It's a very good test. Okay? Namaste. Give it a try.